Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/Ackleyattack427's to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and well, I guess for what it is, thank you so much for tuning in just about an hour after my last thoughts video that I did, because, yeah, from the looks of it, we're back at it once again with another double feature that I actually did not too long ago, and, well, I guess ever since I did talk about pretty much Evil Dead Burn in the last thoughts video, I decided to follow that up with, of course, another movie that I actually got to see around the same time for sure. And I guess for this case alone, looks like we're diving back into Disney once again, and, well, I guess from what I've actually seen by far, looks like we're definitely back into their live-action remakes once again, and I'm pretty sure, as a lot of you guys may already know, I do have a love-hate relationship with the Disney live-action remakes for sure. Some of them I've seen are actually pretty good, while others I just kind of felt were mediocre too. Some are just bad for sure, so yeah. But you actually have heard me go on and on, of course, all the hang in several videos for sure, especially with the last thoughts videos that I did covering these remakes for sure. So yeah, what can they throw into the table to of course get themselves to keep these live action remakes going, even though for the fact that they could be dying down anytime soon for sure? Well, the answer is actually quite simple. I think they could have gone for any animated film to a remake, but for this case, they've decided to go for one based around one of their animated films that's not even about 10 years old right now. Yeah, I'm not joking when I actually say for sure. They really did that, so yeah. And I guess for those actually quite curious, I guess pretty much another round of course, going into the ocean would probably help. Whatever the case may be, hands down, so. But yeah, I guess in case a lot of you guys are actually quite curious for sure, that is of course the subject of the latest movie from Disney as part of their ongoing live-action remakes that they actually got, which is of course based around one of their more recent animated films that is roughly about a decade old right now for sure. And in case a lot of you guys are quite curious, that is of course what we're going to be talking about in this latest thoughts video for sure, which is of course on the remake of Disney's well-known animated film, Moana. So yeah, that is of course what we're going to be talking about here today. Moana is in fact not only the latest film that just came out not too long ago, but, of course, obviously enough, it does serve as a live-action remake of course, the original animated film of the same name for sure, so yeah. It's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alrighty then, well, now that I've actually got that out of the way, pretty much, I guess before going into, of course, this one, I think it makes sense to brush up my history with, of course, Moana for sure, so yeah, I guess pretty much, if anything, the original Moana, I will say, I will say by far, I really do think it's actually a really great movie for sure. Okay, I think even looking back over nearly 10 years ago for sure, I definitely do think it holds up. I do kind of prefer Zootopia a whole lot more, as it is, of course, my one animated film from Disney that I really do love and admire from well over 10 years ago. But I will say Moana is definitely a really great movie for sure, and everything said about it needs no introduction for sure. It's got a great story, interesting characters, memorable songs from Lin-Manuel Miranda, always love the guy, and amazing animation, just to name me a few for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much, if anything, short, sweet, and to the point, I do have a strong love for the original Moana for sure. It is still such a great movie. Well, of course, if you may recall, a couple of years ago, I did talk about its sequel for sure, and I definitely do think it's okay. It's not really anything that great, but I do think it's fine for what it is. No harm, no foul, so... But hey, regardless of course that front, I still think Moana is still a really great movie regardless, and definitely well worth checking out for sure. So I guess given to that alone, when I heard the news that they were going to be doing a live-action remake of course, this movie, yeah, I smell a recipe for disaster for sure. Yeah, I'm not even joking when I actually say it. Literally from, of course, the day it was first announced to gain some behind-the-scenes glimpses while they were filming, to even the trailers that we actually got, I knew right away that this movie was going to be an absolute disaster for sure. Like, I literally did say in one of my rant videos that I did last year, right around the time the teaser dropped for sure, I did literally ask the question, Moana is just about 10 years old this year, why remake it now for sure, so yeah. And I guess it is quite interesting for me to say this because this is the Disney live-action remake that actually came out in a short amount of time for sure, So yeah, I knew right away it's going to be an absolute disaster of a movie for sure, but I still want to give it a fair shot for sure, so I guess it's after seeing Evil Dead Burn, I did manage to get myself in to go and see this movie as part of my double feature for sure, all thanks to Crown City Cinemas for letting me do that, and... well, now that I've just got back from, of course, seeing it, what do I think of this one now that I finally got the chance to see it? Well... you're going to be quite surprised for me to say this for sure. When I said that this movie was going to be an absolute disaster, I was not only right, I was unfortunately right for sure. Yeah, I guess pretty much for what it is, the original film does have a lot of great stuff for sure. But the remake, however, is completely the opposite of the for sure. Yeah, it is pretty much just a generic and yet bland looking remake of an already great film for sure that really doesn't know what it wants to do to keep the love and spirit of Moana alive for sure. So yeah, I guess if you couldn't tell from what I've actually said by far, I really didn't like this movie one big. It is really that bad, people. It's that bad, so yeah. It's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alrighty then, well, now that I've actually got the short version out of the way, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about for sure. For starters is, of course, the story and, well, do I even need to say the story for, of course, this movie? Yeah, I guess it is literally the exact same thing as the original. If you've seen Moana, then you've seen Moana for sure. Literally, it is, of course, the exact same story as the original that was already presented for sure. Yeah, with, of course, no changes, nothing really to add to it for sure, and yeah, nothing really anything that gripping or exciting to make it a really great experience for sure, and not even some updates and stuff to really keep it fresh and relevant for sure. It's just the exact same story as the original, minus all the fun and excitement of it for sure, So yeah. Yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I've actually seen by far, and yeah, part of me did kind of wish I would rewatch the original again, for sure, seeing of how it was done a whole lot better story-wise. But it looks like it's not the case for this remake, for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I could say for the story for, of course, this movie, and not to mention the writing as another good example. Yeah, that I will have to say is not really that well done, for sure. It's almost like they literally grabbed pretty much the script from, of course, the original film and decided, hey, we should use that for sure. And again, they really didn't do a whole lot to really update for sure. It is, yeah, it's almost like they literally took the script from the original that they used for sure and decided, hey, we're gonna reuse it for, of course, this film. Now, I know reusing old scripts for your new movies may not be a bad idea, as long as you could do something that could update for sure. But I see none of that when it comes to this remake for sure. So yeah, and not to mention a few bits of comedy that they decided to add in. I didn't get one single laugh for sure at a good chunk of the comedic moments that was done much better in the original for sure. So yeah, but that's pretty much what I could say, of course, at that front. So yeah, I think with the story, the writing, and the comedy, they really missed the mark from what I've actually seen for sure. And it's literally the original again, minus anything fun or gripping or exciting for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright then, so yeah, now that I've actually got those out of the way, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about the next couple of things I need to talk about for sure, to which next up is, of course, the characters, and yeah, I will say, the characters, of course, of this movie, yeah, I will say they are actually developed very poorly, I'm not gonna lie, and I really don't feel like they really have anything to make them likable and interesting for sure. In fact, quite the opposite, really, right to the point where I actually don't care, hands down, for sure. Like, of course, there's not one moment where, of course, there's not one moment for any of these characters show that makes me want to say, I want to feel like them, or I want to care for them. No, none of that whatsoever, So yeah, I guess pretty much for what it is, yeah, I really do think the characters, of course, this one, yeah, I really do think they're not really developed quite well for sure, and again, I'm sure they're done a whole lot better in the original for sure, so yeah, I think it's what I could say on that. Now, as for the actors that came aboard to play all these characters, yeah, I really didn't buy into their performances all the way for sure, as I do kind of felt they almost seem a little bit out of place, or of course they're just bored for sure, and even though I guess a couple of the actors from the original that came back to reprise their roles, they either sound bored or just questioning why they had to do that again, even though they got it right in the original for sure. Like, yeah, it's almost like, did they, like, do it wrong? Yeah, oh yeah, I think that doesn't seem right, but, oh well, print, So yeah, I guess pretty much from what I've actually seen by far, yeah, I guess pretty much all the actors came aboard to play all these characters. Yeah, I really don't think they have that same amount of effort into their performances like what happened in the original for sure. So yeah, I guess it's probably what I could say, of course, that front. So yeah, I guess the characters I really don't think are that interesting for sure, and the actors really gave off such poor performances all the way. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alrighty then, well, now that I've actually got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Well, quite a whole lot, actually, to which I should mention right now the music and the songs as another aspect. Well, I will give the film credit is that the music and the songs are actually quite nicely done for sure. Yeah, I guess pretty much just the same ones from the original again, but updated a little bit with some new music arrangements for sure that I really do think is actually quite nicely done for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I still love the songs in the original as they are. But I guess the remake they really did an impressive job updating pretty much updating the arrangements a bit that I really do think is actually needed for sure. So yeah, I guess that is one bright spot to, of course, this remake for sure. So I'm glad they really kept the charm of course, the songs and, of course, this one for sure. So yeah. But as for most of the others, that's a whole other story. So yeah, I guess pretty much the production design as another aspect. Yeah, I really don't think they really putting a lot of hard-working effort in the production design for, of course, this one for sure. As, of course, pretty much, for a while, I do think the location scouting they did is actually pretty decent. The set designs, I will have to say, is not really that embracive or, of course, immersive, pretty much from what I've actually seen. In fact, most of them actually, from what I've actually seen, I guess pretty much from what I've seen, part of the set design actually could work for probably like say a Disney for a Moana themed attraction at the Disney parks for sure. But for the remake, it really doesn't follow through for sure. Even the costume design, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, almost definitely it looks like something that would be done much better for probably, say, the Disney parks for sure. Not this remake for sure. So yeah, those are, of course, part of course, the production design for, of course, this one. Now, as for the visuals and the effects, yeah, I will have to say, seeing those by far is just absolutely horrendous for sure, as I really don't think it actually blends in quite well with the film's pretty much surroundings for sure, and not to mention the CGI, I have to say, is by all means bad for sure, as of course it looks a little cartoony than, say, well, what was presenting in the original anime film for sure. So yeah, there are some things that do work better in animation, but just doesn't work well in, of course, live action for sure. And with what I've seen with the CGI, it's definitely the case here for sure. So yeah, I guess that's what I can say, of course, that front. Now, as for the direction, of course, this film, well, I do know pretty much that Hamilton director Thomas Kail is, of course, attached to direct this, and well, I do respect him as a talented director on the stage for sure, and I guess for a movie, I think he could have actually, yeah, I think I do see a lot of potential in him directing a movie for sure, but I just kind of felt he would have pretty much had a stronger movie to work with instead of this for sure. So yeah, it is fine for what it is all the way, but that's not saying a whole lot for sure. So yeah, and of course the cinematography, I have to say, yeah, that too is absolutely terrible for sure, as of course it doesn't provide a really good camera shots that actually work quite well for sure. In fact, some of them are just not really that great, that I really don't have anything, yeah, that I don't have any idea on what goes on with what I'm actually looking at for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything. I really did like what they did with the cinematography, of course, this movie, and it really does show in the case of this one. So yeah, and of course the editing, I have to say, is of course absolutely atrocious as well, with of course a good number of cuts that pretty much go by too fast and too slow for sure. That just really didn't work out quite well for sure, and yeah, really boggles up my brain with everything that goes on for sure. Even the pacing, I'm not gonna lie, is not really flowed down quite well all the way, as of course I think pretty much 100% of the time, I pretty much got myself bored just by watching it for sure, and that's just to name a few. So yeah, I could go on and on, of course, all that for sure, but with what I've actually said, yeah, I think it will get you the idea on how much I really didn't like this movie one big for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright, I guess I'm done with that, so yeah, I guess with all that said and done, that's pretty much everything that I can say about this movie as a whole. So yeah, overall, I think to put it in song, in context of the movie, what can I say? Yeah, I might have saying it wrong, but I'll try it again. So, what can I say except you've screwed up, Disney? So yeah, I guess pretty much for what it is, I guess it's after seeing this movie, I really had a hard time really coping with what I've actually seen. The original Moana film is definitely a really great movie all the way, and deserves all the recognition back then, and even now, nearly 10 years later, for sure. The same cannot be said for, of course, this remake for sure. So yeah, I guess for what it is, the live-action Moana remake is nothing more but a bland and forgettably generic movie that I've actually seen by far that really misses the mark and doesn't actually have the pretty much the same charming appeal as the original for sure. Yeah, everything that they actually did from what I've actually seen, I really didn't get a whole lot with, of course, this one for sure, and I really do think they really mess up big time with, of course, this one for sure. So yeah, with everything that I've actually mentioned by far, it actually gave me a really terrible experience that pretty much took something that was already perfect for what it is, but just slammer it down with, of course, everything that made it the exact opposite for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much, if anything, given to what I've actually said, I think it is quite clear I really didn't like this remake one big for sure. And I mean, granted, with a few exceptions that I actually do like, the rest pretty much, yeah, the rest of course, this movie that I've actually seen is just bad for what it is. Like, I'm not really getting that strong loving appeal as expecting for sure. So yeah, with what I've actually said, I guess I was right in saying that this movie was gonna suck big time, and boy, it did deliver on that for sure. So yeah, and I guess if I were to rank this movie in terms of the bad Disney live-action remakes we got, well, I think it's nowhere near close to being. Yeah, I think it is coming close to being the worst of them. With, of course, Pinocchio still holding that title, but I think it's already taking a one step lower than the Snow White remake. Yeah, you heard it right there, folks. I actually do think the Moana remake is actually a little worse than the Snow White remake for sure. So yeah, that's probably the best way you can actually put it for sure. So yeah, either way, given to all of that, I don't recommend this movie all the way. It's not worth your time for sure. I'll never understand on why people would defend, of course, the Disney live-action remakes for what they are, as, of course, what they could have been. Even if I did, I would much rather worship Michael Bay for sure. So yeah, my advice, don't see this movie one big. You're not going to get a whole lot with, of course, this one, and you're going to be left with a massive disappointment all the way, and I know hands down that I'm not going to be seeing this movie again anytime soon. And because of that, guys, yeah, I'm, of course, going to give the live-action remake of Moana a 3 out of 10 as my final score. Yeah, it's not by all means the worst I've actually seen, but I really do think it is bad for what it is for sure. And yeah, I guess pretty much for what it is, I knew I wasn't expecting for this movie to suck big time, and I was 100% right on that for sure. But hey, but I guess for what it is, if you want to watch pretty much Moana that's a lot more fun and exciting and will give you such a great time for sure, take my advice and just rewatch the original again and avoid this remake like it never existed. In fact, I dare even say for the latter, I'd much rather go through another round of watching Moana 2 than watch this remake anytime soon. So yeah. I guess pretty much, if anything, what can I say except, well, you're not welcome, so yeah. It's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alrighty then, well, I guess with all that said and done, that's pretty much everything that I can say about this movie as a whole, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and by all means, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you guys. What do you think of the live-action Moana remake? If you sing it for yourself, do you absolutely really enjoy it? Do you think it's a really great movie, or are you like me and just absolutely hate it and think it betrays everything on what was great about the original? Or are you somewhere in between where you think it's just okay for sure? So yeah, let me know what you thought of this one down in the comments down below. I'm quite curious to see what you guys think. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and phew, glad I finally got that off my chest for sure. So I guess pretty much if anything, now that I finally got that done, is there anything good that'll be coming out for sure that would be a whole lot better than this? Actually, yeah, there might be, so yeah. Not gonna go into a full-on detail on what I'll talk about next, but you will be surprised later on, so yeah, now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get myself prepared for next weekend, because I got the new Christopher Nolan movie to look forward to, so that's gonna be exciting, so yeah, I'll let you know what I thought about that. So yeah, I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD and Sam Shepard. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/Ackleyattack427TV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyattackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.